Isolation whānau, it's me, Simon. Today I'm going to do a quiche for you. This one is a beetroot, feta and spinach quiche. I've changed the way I'm going to present this. It's going to be more of a cooking style type of presentation. So the quiche itself has a buckwheat flour pastry in it, so it's a bit different from your typical one. So enjoy. So first step is I'm measuring in 200 grams of buckwheat. Almost 200 grams. Now what we're going to do is mill the buckwheat down so it becomes our flour. This is going to get noisy. Alrighty, let's have a look. So what we have here is our flour, and that took about a minute to grind down 200 grams of buckwheat. Let's do our next instruction. We're adding in 1 pinch of salt. I've got 100 grams here of butter that's fresh out of the fridge, so it's already chilled and really cold. Next step, putting the lid back on, and now what we're going to do is mix all those together. And we'll have a look and see what's happened. So what it's actually done is finely ground the butter, and it's now mixed in to the flour. Next step, 45 grams of water. So I'm just resetting my scales so we can weigh our 45 grams. Here we go. One of the great things I love about my Thermomix is the fact that it does measure everything for me. Next step. And now what we're going to go is go into the dough mode. So for 5 seconds, we're going to knead it so it all comes together. So buckwheat is a great alternative to flour, and it's something that I'm finding the supermarkets do actually have a lot of at the moment. As you're aware, under isolation, some of the groceries are getting hard to get. But in this one, there's loads of buckwheat, people. A little bit of flour on there. So the next step is we're going to pop this into plastic wrap. Here we've got our pastry and our disc, and I'm just now going to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes. I'm preheating the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. So first thing we're going to do is drop in 100 grams of brown onion. And you'll see the pieces I've put in were quite chunky. Next, 1 garlic clove, because I love garlic. I found the biggest garlic clove I could. And as you can tell from my hands, I have already prepared the beetroot. So what I have here is 250 grams of raw beetroot that's been quartered and peeled. So now what we're going to do is chop all those up ready for roasting. So what you'll see in there now is it's all finely chopped into small pieces. So what I'm going to do now is just drop all those pieces onto my non-stick baking tray. So I'm just going to spread that out into a evenly thin layer. Alrighty. So what we're going to do with this now is bake it in the oven at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Right, so I've got my pastry out of the fridge and I've got my 22 centimetre pan ready for it to go into. I don't know about you guys, but we're trying to reduce our flour consumption simply because it doesn't react too well to members of the family. So by using buckwheat, for our household anyway, it's a lot better alternative. Right, our half hour is up, so I'm going to pull the vegetables out of the oven. What to do now is just put these aside and then carry out the next step. I've got 50 grams of spinach, 100 grams of feta. I have got 5 eggs pre-cracked. So first step, we're going to add in our 5 eggs. ,400 grams of our full cream milk. Look at that, bang on. Some pinches of salt and pepper. Inserting the lid. And what we're going to do now, we're going to mix the ingredients up. What I'm doing here is taking my cooked onion, beetroot and garlic and just spreading it over the base of my pastry case. These silicone baking mats are amazing. Alrighty. So again, what I'm doing is just spreading it. Now we're going to put in our 50 grams of fresh spinach leaves. So now I'm going to pour over my mix, straight over the spinach leaves. Now what I'm going to do is put my 100 grams of feta, which has been chopped into small cubes, going to dot that over the top. No one likes cheesy hands. And this is our quiche, ready to go in the oven. Hey guys, hey, just before I go, I quite often get asked about the mats I'm using, so I thought I'd just give you a quick spiel about them. These are 2 mats, they're called the Thermomix. I'll put the link in the video below. But you get 2 mats, you get a high temperature baking mat, and you get a silicone dough mat as well. These are amazing. They're also available as a host reward, so if you host a Thermomix party in your house, or virtually as it is at the moment, these can be part of your rewards for doing that. Cool, happy cooking.